All right. So first of all, you need to go down to the 4-hour time frame, admit. You need to go down to the 4-hour time frame to check the overall trend of the market. So now if you then go down to the 4-hour, everybody would realize that XAUUSD is currently bullish. Please mute yourselves. We're all grown adults. So if you first thing you need to do, remember, you go down to the 4-hour time frame. So when you go down to the 4-hour time frame, your sole responsibility on the 4-hour time frame is to check the overall trend. So what you then do next is you look at it. Sincerely, if we both look at this, realize the fact that I told you last week that for me, I was going to be buying gold, if you remember. And part of the stuff that gold did last week was actually to take some bullish moves, which it now later, did a corrective move as usual, right? Which it sold a bit. Now, and after selling, what did it do? It continued to buy momentum. So for this week, I'm projecting that gold should break past this current high that is here. Because why? Gold is actually on an uptrend. Now, if you look at this easy analysis, you're going to analyze this in less than 5 minutes. So if you look at this close, you realize the fact that gold is bullish. And the next bullish eye that is supposed to take is here. Now, I've seen that on the overall bias, it's actually showing that it's buys, right? But nonetheless, you still need to be careful of the sells that broke structure here a bit. So market could basically retest back to these highs and then continue the sell pattern. So now you want to make sure that you're not falling into that category where market is creating highs or highs that is showing reversal in trend, right? So what you would then do is, okay, welcome guys, 36. So what you would then do is make sure that after seeing that the overall bias is bullish, what you would then do is you're going to reduce your time frame to like the 2-hour. So you go down to the 2-hour time frame. Now for the 2-hour time frame, you begin to look for possible, welcome. So you begin to look for possible places where you can sort of buy from in case market should break a sell area. So for me, if I want to take gold buys, I'm expecting gold to get to 3,000. That's the projection. Gold is currently at 2,515. But there are some projections that are saying that gold should basically buy to 3,000. That's the projection. Gold buying to 3,000. That's
No
what.
be your mouth, you know say.
Bolaji, you're supposed to mute yourself. For sure, you know. So you're supposed to expect now gold buys to we're looking at good buys to 3,000 for me though. But if gold should break past 25.28, we should then see a continuation in buys. So for me, that would be, let me give you the pattern where I'm looking at for the chart. So now we'll be looking at, we'll be looking at something like this where market pushes up price maybe to this area. So that if gold fails to sell from here, because why am I saying that? If you look closely, this is the area where good sales broke structure. This momentum where market started selling from this high. Market sold from this high all the way down here, breaking this structure, right? Killing this other block area that is here. Now, if market fails to sell from this current area downwards, so if market fails to sell from this current area downwards, right? And we have, so let's imagine that we have a break here. So if we have a break to this high, maybe market retests a bit, the market pushes up price and break this zone. Once market breaks this particular area that is here, maybe you retest a bit, and then it now breaks it further. So for me, I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at gold buys by breaking this high, and then we should see market pushing up, at least giving you extra 100 pips, and then pushing to the 3,000 area. So right now we're 40 live participants. Good morning to every single one of you again. For those that are just joining us for the very first time. But I hope this session is basically worth it. So, like I was saying before, so we know tentatively that we're looking at an area sort of where market to get to, give us like an higher buy projection. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good morning. Yeah, for the full life participants, all right. So now, so for me, that will be what I'm basically looking at. So I'm looking at, market moving to that area where it creates that buy projection that you're sort of looking at. Do you understand? So that's like it for XAUUSD. So for me, I'm still looking at XAUUSD buys. The only way you can be looking at XAUUSD sales is if we go to the 4-hour So admit 43 live participants. So if we go to the 4 hour, for instance, now, and you notice that on the 4 hour, for example, gold successfully breaks past two lows. This is the first low that gold broke past. This low, it broke past it here. If gold should basically push down price, if gold should basically push down, can you mute yourself, please? So if gold should basically push down price here, right, and then break past this area that is here, then now we can begin to say that market is giving a change in bias, and there could be possible what's it called? There could be opportunities for possible sells if gold should break that area. Are you with me? So if gold should break that area and give us reactions, then there should be opportunities for possible sales. If gold should break past this area that is here, so this is a low, and the market pushing down price to break past this particular low. That if market push down price to break past that particular low, we should not expect that you should see, continuation in like sales. Do you understand what I'm saying? But if peradventure we don't see a break below this area, right? If peradventure we don't see a break below this area, so for me, you still be looking at a bullish move. So now, if market fails to sell, mute yourselves. So if market fails to sell at this current high that we're looking at here, right, at this current high that is here, and this higher low here is basically, sorry, this lower high here is basically what broke the structure down here. So if market should, that's why market is struggling at this area. But if it fails to basically sell from this region and breaks it, then we're looking at the continuation of the buys for the week. And that's it for the GBP USD. So for me, I'm expecting some bullish moves if it doesn't sell from here. So, enter with caution, and then just know that at the end of the day, gold should head to 3,000 area, all things being equal. So that's it on GBP USD. So now let's move to the next thing. The next thing will be, let's look at another pair, maybe GBP USD, for instance. So for GBP USD, and I know a lot of people that have been able to use most of these things that we give out to you guys here, and the things that we give out to you guys for free, most people have been able to use it to generate consistent profit. Now, let me give you an arc. A quick arc is, if you have market going on a bullish momentum like this, where market pushes up price, comes down and pushes up price again, and then you now have market retest, a particular area like this. That if market should create something like this where it has a pattern, like I'm giving you like guys a pattern like this, and the market is currently here. If market is currently here, just know that market is going to break past these two areas, and this will be your take profits, this high. So your entry would be at the break of this high here, and your TP would be at this region, while your stop loss will be at the low, at another block region that is here, is what you just use. We don't trade other blocks, right? But you can sort of use it as an area where you could reference from, and then quickly use the opportunity there to, set your stop loss areas, at least. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you could just map out the other block area. So the other block area could be where you have your SL mapped out and all. Do you guys understand me? So that's just it. So now let's go to admit. Let's go to GBP USD. Now GBP USD has been bullish. As you can see, let's go down to 4 hour time frame. Okay, it's already on 4 hour. GBP USD has been bullish, as you can see. It's been bullish. So it's sort of hard to actually get an entry where markets should now continue from. If I'm going to look at the area, that would be an area sort of around here. That would be this area that is here, or maybe this zone. Or this is a tiny risk. Now, we then go back to 2-hour time frame. It needs to be on the 2-hour time frame. So for GBP US, it's actually very, very bullish. And I would advise you. Oh, okay, no. Communication in break. So GBP US is actually very, very bullish. But I would advise you that if you're going to take a trade on GU, you sort of have to be very, very careful about it because it is hard for you to get an area where you are looking at a reversal. Right? But nothing still changes the fact that GBP US is actually bullish. And it's clearing. And gold is also bullish. But one beautiful thing about gold is that gold would always give you a possible retest area. Okay, so, and also if GU should break past this area that is here, we could see the continuation. Or if it breaks past this high on the daily, so if it successfully breaks past this high on the daily, you should see the continuation on the buy, provided it breaks past the high on the daily. Are you guys with me? So GBP USD buys, and then also we're expecting gold continuation of the buys. But you should look out for it. Provided gold doesn't sell at the current high at the current lower high that it is, you should look at gold buys. Now my projection is entering 3,000. Might not be this week, but it's possible gold could do it this week because that's just 500 pips from where it currently is. And gold could do that in a day. So my projection is 3,000 area for gold for now. If there's any change, I'll basically communicate with you guys. And then GBP US is currently bullish, but I'm not trading it. Yes. So for GU, bullish, gold, projection 3,000 area, and then that's it. So what else? So now I want to talk about like the psychology aspect. So I think one of the pressing things that a lot of people go through, basically, I saw a guy that held a trade last week, and the guy made about $150,000 with the trade. And the next thing that came to my mind is, at the end of the day, everything all boils down to your individual performance as a trader, right? And then your ability to understand your risks, and then what you are also like, putting yourself on, right? So I think a lot of the challenges a lot of people go through. Please mute yourselves.
That is exactly what we should do with her.
The challenges a lot of people go through when it comes to, sort of amplifying their own potentials is a lot of people get greedy. A lot of people don't understand, the power of looking at the fact that 0.01 is not the thing that will basically change your narrative when it comes to trading. You sort of have to be spontaneous and open to risks and see how you sort of can scale from there. So the first and most important thing is you need to understand yourself. Are you the kind of person that is not so patient, or are you a patient trader? If you fall into the category of people that are actually patient, and calm, then you sort of can look at the fact that, okay, I have enough time in the world. I can hold trades for as long as possible. But for some of us that don't have the luxury of time and is not so patient because we have a whole lot of other things that we're doing and we have to make provision for so many people. What we would basically do is sort of see how you can get trades, and those trades can allow you to scalp in between positions where you can generate consistent profits. So one thing you need to do as an individual trader is you need to understand yourself. First of all, once you understand yourself, you understand that you are in no competition whatsoever with anybody. Then once you understand the fact that you are in no competition whatsoever with anybody, you begin to look for systems, right? You begin to look for systems that can work for you. You begin to look for systems that can work for you. Systems that can sort of help you to generate profit. And then now there is no holy grail. There is no strategy on earth whatsoever that is 100% guaranteed. What you need to do is build a system that at least 85%, 80%, even 70%, provided at least on a scale of 1 to 10. If you look at it, Are you profitable 7 out of 10 times? And what is your risk appetite on those 7 trades? Because some people can have 7 consecutive wins and 3 losses or even 1 loss will wipe out all of their profitability. That boils down to your risk management and your risk appetite. And one thing is, once you see a trade setup or a pattern that has appeared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and most of the time when it appears, it usually goes in your direction or the market analysis goes well. Once you see that appear 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? And you see that market gives you exactly what you want. Once you see that setup appear again, press the accelerator button and change your life. If you see a setup that you've traded 1, 2, 3, 4 times appear again, and most of the time when you trade that setup, it usually goes well. If that setup should appear again, press the accelerator button and change your life. What do I mean by that? I've seen areas where gold would break. And mostly when gold breaks those areas, gold basically would continuously move in the direction of that area. I've seen it happen 2, 3, 4 times. Now, I'm not shocked because I've seen that, okay, this is an area where, okay, gold has respected this area. When market gets to this particular area, it would continue maybe the sales, for instance. And I've seen these things appear a lot of times where maybe market gets to this particular area, then it continues the sales. You've seen it appear 2, 3, 4 times. And every time you see it appear, you are always scared. You don't execute. All you do is go in with $10 because of your fear. You literally don't do anything. You just go in with $10. If market should present that same pattern to you again, my best advice to you is press the accelerator button and change your own life, because that might be the only opportunity you get in that month to do that. Stop being a scared cat, honestly. Once you calculate your risk. So that's why everything boils down to understanding yourself as an individual. Once you successfully understand yourself as a trader, and you now understand that, okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to generate profit. I've created a system for myself, and this system works. Once you are sure that you now have a system that works, the next thing you then need to do is amplify that system. Then once you successfully amplify that system and those setups show themselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, all you need to do is double down and take those trades. I'm begging you, double down and take those trades. That's it. So because at the end of the day, like, people are taught the same thing. People enter the classroom to learn the same thing, but everything boils down. And I thought about that. Okay, why is it that not every trader has the same amount of profit? Because as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So the only thing stopping you from making enough profit is your mind, not the system that you have. You have a successful system. You have a standard win rate. The only thing that is stopping you from making enough profit is your mind. So the only way you can be able to quench that fear or change that narrative is when you've created a system. You are now confident in that system. Then you now take those lot sizes that will change your dynamics. Because on a more serious note, the only way you can build confidence is when you start taking those bigger lot sizes and then you start taking risks. If you have a good strategy, you have a good system that works for you, and then you don't take risks, all you do is use 0.01 every single day. I swear to God, you have a strategy that works for you, but you are never going to be confident. You are never going to have, even if people ask you, oh, is your strategy profitable? Yes, it is profitable. Oh, it's okay for me. It's working for me. That's what you say. You won't say yes, it's profitable, because you are using a 0.01. And that lot size alone will basically kill the psychology that you need to basically push you to the next phase. But when you have a system, you understand yourself as an individual, and then you acknowledge your own risk appetite, because everybody has individual risk appetites. But once you acknowledge your own risk appetite as an individual, then you begin to look at different possibilities that, okay, this setup that I'm looking at, has it shown itself before? Has it shown itself before? Okay, now I've seen this setup appear before. Now let me go ahead and take this trade, and let me press the accelerator button by changing my lot size. That's the only way you can get rich. If not, on a longer run, you would end up giving up, because you've never really taken risk that has changed your life. All you've done is take small risk with good winning trades. But you never really know. So you have to basically push and then secure those opportunities that should put you on a different ball game entirely. And how do you do that? Create a strategy, understand yourself as a trader, make sure you've seen your strategy work 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and on a day that it appears again, press the accelerator button and change your narrative, because you might probably get that opportunity once and it might not appear again. But if you have a strategy that works for you, I using a 0.01, it will never make you confident. You feel like whatever you are using is just there, it's not working for you. And then you always be in search of other systems. Can I learn this one from you? Can I learn that one from you? Can I learn this one from you? Can I learn that one from you? And at the end of the day, you will keep jumping from systems to systems to systems to systems with zero profitability, because you never increased your lot size. So change your narrative today, guys. And I hope God, in His infinite mercy, goes before every single one of you and spares our lives this new week, which is the most important thing. Somebody say, can you press the accelerator button on the $230 account? It all depends on the risk. So this is what I would do personally. What I would do personally is, if I have a $230 account and I look at it that, okay, first of all, never deposit what you cannot afford to risk. That's the first rule. So once you are trading, you acknowledge your risk, first of all. Once you've successfully done that, you ask yourself, okay, I have a $230 account. What is my win rate on my strategy? My win rate, is it 40%? Is it, I say 40%? Is it 60%? Is it 70%? Is it 100? Is it 80%? Once you understand the percentage in ratio of your profitability, then once you understand the percentage in ratio of your profitability, the next thing you will then do is, now you are going to max out your account on trades, or maybe 10 trades, or maybe 6 trades or 7 trades. Because if your system truly works for you, you can't be unprofitable 7 to 10 times. So let's look at it that, okay, you have a 10 trade rule. You can decide that what you want to risk on a trade is not a lot size. It's not what you want to risk on a trade is not lot size, but amount. Why am I saying that? Let me explain. Now you tell yourself, okay, I'm not risking based on the standard risk management on a $230 account is 0.02. That's the sincere truth. But 0.02 is not how to change your narrative. Then you ask yourself, okay, on this trade that I'm looking at right now, what I'm comfortable risking on this trade, what I want to risk on this trade is $20. Okay, what is the stop loss? The stop loss is maybe, let's say, 20 pips. You use the 0.1. The 0.1, 20 pips is you are risking $20. But let's imagine that the take profit is maybe 50 pips. 50 pips and the take profit is, you've just bagged $50 in profit where you risked $20. You've bagged $50 in profit. But if you lose that $20, and on the next trade, you want to risk another $20 with 20 pips stop loss. If that trade hits take profit of $50, you've recovered your first $20 loss, and now you're already up $30. That's how risk to reward works. And that's the only way your narrative can truly change. Now imagine that you have 3 successful wins, 50 pips. Your account will move from having $250 or $230 to instantly, let's say, over $400 in profit. And somebody that has your same account size, that is risking 0.02, is still probably battling $10 profit. Because it's slow poison. Sooner or later, that account will get burnt. So understanding this and pressing the accelerator button is what will change your narrative. And I hope I've been able to answer that question. So I hope, I can't take every question on this session, but I hope, God goes before every single one of you this new week, and even me myself. So make sure that I usually say that I'm not talking to thin air. I'm talking to people, and I would always, the same way you guys need me, I definitely would need you guys. So, at the end of the day, there's always somebody at the back end willing to listen to you. So I hope this is insightful, and I hope it helps somebody, it helps their thinking, helps your analysis mechanism, and helps, you grow your risk to reward ratio. So if you want to copy our trades this week, don't forget to send me a message on WhatsApp, or you could send a message to text our support at www.goodelitedeals.com. They'll basically respond to you, or you could send me a WhatsApp message myself. If I'm not too busy, I'll try to respond as fast as I can. So I want you guys to take very good care of yourselves. Make sure that this new week, as you are going somewhere, let people know where you're going, even if you are growing. I mean, how would I tell people where I'm going? you're an adult and all that, but let people know where you're going, at least even if it's just a friend. So I pray God protects you, your friends, families, far and near, and I appreciate you guys genuinely. And yeah, thank you too. Let me stop recording this.